Wow. At troubling times like this, I think I need to call someone and try to basically make sense of all this. But who should I call?
Oh my God, this is terrible. Could somebody please find JARULED, get hold of this motherfucker so I can make sense of all this. Where is Ja? Guide me, JARULED.
Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Push me on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Alright, all joking aside, what's going on, guys? This is the Ninja Reviewer here. I was a little bit mixed on making a video about something like this, but it turns out it's like, you know what? Since technically a friend of mine kind of encouraged me to do it anyway, because of how the expressed feelings I got, especially how this could really affect the fandom in a little bit of a way, but then at the same time, we can basically try to stay strong, keep calm, and just move on from the negatives and go more into the positives. So what of course I am talking about here is a situation of the most disgusting disappointment, utterly shocked that events like this could possibly happen to not only for a BRONY analysis reviewer's career, but a YouTuber and someone who wants to have a career future in their lifespan. It's over. It's fucking done. So, of course, I am talking about the situation that is ToonkriticY2K. So, in case you don't know, now you know, this weekend, information leaked like crazy, like just how like the My Little Pony Season 8 stuff pretty much became a huge flood. This was the gate opening up a massive wave of a flood of a leak that had just happened of a situation with ToonkriticY2K of now pretty much officially a sexual assaulter, because obviously, well, a sexual abuser I should say. So basically, when it comes to the situation, when it comes to ToonkriticY2K in general, what he did for his actions of actual pretty much having non-safe for work sexual role plays to a 14-year-old girl, mind you. And it's just like,
holy Jesus.
It's just insane. Like, oh my God. Just the observations of this are just disgusting. And for what he did, not only that, he literally, this dude, he whipped it out and showed a photo of his own dick with, covered with his boxer shorts, mind you, but basically his own dick was showing. Okay, not only that, but he literally forced her and begged her to send him naked pictures, and I'm just like,
what the fuck?
Yo, this is like beyond like insane. Like, wow. So this was a very hard pill to swallow for the analysis and the reviewers. This just dropped for a reason. This has been going on for about a couple weeks now, but they were trying their best. They were trying to find their way to not sweep it under the rug, to actually have a talk with ToonkriticY2K. His own friends try to give this dude advice, but unfortunately that didn't work because all he kept thinking about was his own fucking ego in his career and trying to like act like he's not that he's not the actual one who is the predator, when clearly you are when you're trying to do that, saying that, oh, I'm the victim. Bitch, you ain't the motherfucking victim. You are the one that's causing someone to be the victim. So I'm not going to show you the whole video, obviously. I'm going to post a link down below. I'm going to post it down below to a Skype call. And I warned you, this Skype call gets like further beyond Super Saiyan real. Like for real. Like you actually feel like you're in this call because the emotions are just way too high. But apparently when it comes to this dickhead, it just like, it's like, yo, like I feel like I was in a similar situation like this at like one point in my life. And it's just like, wow, holy shit, dude. So, yeah. So, without further ado, I am going to, again, I'm not going to share the whole video or anything like that, obviously. I'm going to show you bits of parts to first expose this fucker for who he is. And by the way, I am not going to monetize this video whatsoever. There is no monetization. There's no getting paid or anything like that. For a video like this, it does not deserve to get monetized whatsoever because of all of the acts. Well, when it comes to this kind of topic, I figure YouTube will find a way to ban me down on the monetization regardless. So it's that easy. So duh. So obviously there is going to be no monetization for this video. But right now I'm going to show you a clip where this dude literally chooses his career over his friends. Just watch.
I don't want this to go public. Okay.
We're not going to make this public. If
I do this.
Yes, if you do this, we're not going to make this public, all right?
We're not going. Okay, here's the most that's going to happen. I'm not going to go public. This is what we just discussed earlier, Josh. This will get out eventually. I'm not going to lie.
Probably.
Through some, we won't go.
We don't know that. We don't know that for sure, but we are prepared for the possibility.
Yes, for the possibility that this gets out somehow, Zach, we will release at least some kind. Or if people ask us about
this
this,
could
we're just
destroy
gonna tell.
my career here, guys.
I'm sorry, Toon, but you should have thought of that before you started
Zach,
sexting
what about
a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, really.
This
What about
isn't
everyone else's
going to
careers, Zach?
Destroy your career. You
I don't-
destroyed your career.
I don't give a rat's ass about your fucking career on YouTube, Zach. I care about everyone else's.
I care about you guys.
Well,
Do you?
Well, Toon, you've done a very poor job of showing that.
Okay, now basically what you saw right there is solid proof that this guy clearly said, look, I'm not trying to basically, you know, drag you guys down or anything, but guys, this could destroy my YouTube career. Dude, who the fuck cares about your career at this point? Your career got murdered so hard. It's like 50 Cent murdered Ja Rule's career with a diss track that he made himself. So in other words, your career right now just got motherfucking Ja Ruled. It's murder, murder. It's like, wow, man. I mean, it's really a shame that you had to actually do this. And basically, from after watching the video, you pretty much lost the trust of everyone. But you're trying to say, no, I'm not trying to drag you guys down. Like, I'm not trying to do that. Bullshit. Like, the way you're actually explaining these stories, making you sound like you're some kind of victim, when you're clearly not. You're basically are the one who are causing all the acts in the first place, you fucking idiot. Which is the reason why they're trying to help you out. But instead, you want to do things your way. I want to do it my way, my way, my way. When I say go, I'm in control. If you ever got that reference to that song, I'll give you a cookie. But anyways, man, I mean, I could have just done Limp Bizkit's my way, but I love Limp Bizkit, but yeah. I could have done that too, but he doesn't deserve it because he just deserves, you know, the Usher song instead because he doesn't deserve the badass, I'm gonna do it my way, like on some Limp Bizkit shit. No, he doesn't deserve that. Fuck him. He does not deserve that shit. So that's pretty much the clear example of what this dude apparently has lost the trust of not only his closest friends, but the entire community in general. In fact, before I say my final piece on this, I actually want to make this little jab where he actually says his YouTube career. Yo, I gotta do it really quick. And then final.
We'll release at least some kind, or if people ask us about
This
this,
could
we're just
destroy
gonna
my,
tell 'em.
my career here, guys.
I'm sorry, Toon, but you should have thought of that before you started
Zach,
sexting
what about-
a 14-year-old girl.
This
What about
isn't
everyone else's
going to
career, Zach?
destroy your career.
I wanted to add this as a little update so then they could get to the conclusion. I just recently discovered that Lily P did make her own glass of water. As I predicted, she's just as hypocritical as usual. Even though, yes, she did do crazy shit like this, but it wasn't like to the extreme. Like, it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like it to that over the top. Like, it's not like a worse situation. What pretty much, I mean, yes, Lily P has done pretty fucked up things to betray her friends too. Like, for example, with Josh and how she pretty much used him and pretty much abused him, which is kind of fucked up. Not sexually, but just like regularly abused. But still doesn't give her the right to do exactly what she did. And she's just as a hypocrite as ever. So even though she tries to make her points, it just doesn't really evaluate her as a person. Just really saying. Also, when it comes to Miss Anthropony, while she did do some pretty fucked up things herself, at least she is trying to, at least she actually came out and is trying to redeem herself as a better person. So I gotta give Miss Anthropony, you know, pretty much credit for that. So just want to add that weird. But which is weird because all the bullshit that Lily P does, she can pretty much go scot-free. But meanwhile, again, it's so weird how we only got Toon Critic pretty much really in serious trouble, while with Lily P we don't. Really odd there. So yeah. So anyways, just want to add that as a little side note. Okay, now I can actually get to the conclusion to this video. Okay, now I draw the final line to this. It is time to wrap this up. For reals this time, no bullshit. It's time to actually wrap this up to give my final thoughts and put the nail on the coffin, which is a Toon Critic situation. Now, now before I end this off, there's one more thing I forgot to add. There was recently an event or a story that pretty much got leaked around, and it turns out to be true. Now, back then, maybe I might have heard stories. Usually when I hear stories about people, it's like, people usually throw drama, you know, within fandoms. They always tell all these stories to expose people, but sometimes it's not necessarily true. But then when shit like this happens, it's like, this is all becoming way too legit now. Because when the cameras are off him, when he's not doing like vlogs or anything, but he's at like conventions with, you know, with his friends or the analyst crew, etc., he would be sexually assaulting women by groping them at cons and trying to pretty much touch them in inappropriate places, which is what he was basically doing like off screen. Of course, obviously, he's not going to do it on camera. He's not going to do it while he's like at the con doing some other things on his own. Stuff like that. I really don't think, as of right now, they're sorry to start like this, but it's hard to really get the words out. But I would say when it comes to those kind of particular situations, it's like, you can't really just go in there and do what you want. And there were actually victims, especially now on YouTube. You can search this up. There are actual victims of other women, of other girls, not just the 14-year-old that I mentioned. There were other girls that were involved with this dude. They were involved with him, and what happened is that he thinks he could be like the Donald Trump and be like grabbing him by the pussy, and it's like, no, dude, like, like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, seriously. So, I'm pretty much done, exposing this dude for what he is. Now I can finally get on to the serious business. So, in conclusion, when it comes to the victims, when it comes to the Brony analysis, the entire Brony fandom in general, I do hope and pray that we can find some way to recover from all of this madness that has been going on for the weekend that just pretty much passed. So I just want to say to you guys, I'm hoping you guys are having a very speedy recovery. Hope you guys can have a very positive view of this at the end. At the end of the day, hopefully you can try to stay more positive and try not to deflect too much of the negatives of all of this tidal wave that you guys have to pretty much endure and swim in pretty much. So, to you guys out there, to all the analysts, all the bronies, all the victims, I feel really bad that this had to happen to you guys. And again, I'm just hoping for the best, hoping that there could be somehow a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I know it's corny, but something along the lines to hopefully make the future more brighter for you, and hopefully you guys are safe and sound, and hopefully try to heal yourselves emotionally and physically as well, if that's the case. So yes, that is my final piece on that as well. So that is basically it for this video in general. Again, let me know your thoughts on the situation down in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, I know it's, not the easiest video, for me to make. Granted, I did have a little bit of fun. Since I had to do all the fun with the means, because obviously I have no respect for this human being anymore, or as a person, as anything. I have no respect for him anymore, and he doesn't deserve the respect. I know a lot of people, no forgiveness. No forgiveness whatsoever. I can't forgive someone who could do actions. There's no coming back from this. There is no coming back. Forget about everything. Forget about whatever you say. No matter what your future is, it's cut off. It's clean. There's no coming back from this whatsoever. And, yeah, you brought this upon yourself, dude. You pretty much did. So, that's it. I am done with this. And, yeah, to all of my fellow bronies and anime fans, be sure to hit that like button, rate, comment, subscribe as always, click the bell to join the squad, get those video notifications, find my social media plugins, and my gamer tags as well. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. Bronies, brohoof, brony on to you guys. And yes, for any kind of content, live reactions, reviews, video games, anime, manga, etc., you know what to do. Hit the sub button. It's not hard. You got that mouse, and you can use the mouse to click. Oh, no. Oh, God. I'm shamelessly plugging myself. I don't want to be like the King of Lightning here, even though I'm a huge fan of him. But, all right. So, yeah, that's it. And, yeah. All right. Well, till we meet again, guys. For all brony-related content, stay tuned for more news, more news or updates, whatever. You know where to turn to. Now, excuse me, I got other things to do now, especially my reviews. The rest of those I gotta upload as well, so stay tuned for those. And an unboxing sometime in the near future.
This would destroy my career here.
I'm going to jail!